Okay, what's up, VOD sickos? Just making sure nothing else is playing. No, the Bellatra theme is playing. We'll fade that out later. Okay. So I've done these explanation videos in the past where I explain things to my family from memory. We did the Avatar, and I don't know, did I save it, record it? I don't know. But we did a sub goal today for me to explain the MCU. To the best of my knowledge and ability, I'm not going to look anything up, and anything chat says, sure, I bet. But I'm just going to do my best from my memory of the things that I think Arlie should know before we see Spider-Man Brand New Day tomorrow.
I know that the Purple Man...
You got to be louder into the thingy.
I know that the Purple Man snapped.
That's true.
That's all
Hawkling,
I know.
thank you for the Prime for 66 months. Okay.
What is his name?
Thanos. We'll get to that. I promise this is not going to be as in-depth or long as the other ones of these that I've done.
If true.
All right. Here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, God.
Where the fuck do you start?
I think Captain America is a good place to start. Okay, in the late 1930s, this is not our Earth. This is a version of Earth where super people sometimes exist. But basically, up till the 1930s, for all intents and purposes, everything's the same. In the throes of World War II, a German scientist creates a super soldier serum. He creates a thing that he can put into a person to make them a superhuman, basically. Age slowly, super strong, really fast, massively tall. And this kid enlists in World War II because he's trying to fight for his country and save people from the Holocaust. And he's scrawny. His name is Steve Rogers. Nobody cares about him. People bully him all the time.
Classic.
He turns out to be the ideal candidate personality-wise for the super soldier serum test. The German soldier puts him in the machine and turns him into Captain America. He goes from...
I thought it was a serum.
It's a machine where they pump the serum into his body. He goes from 5'4" scrawny kid who can't run a mile into like an absolute specimen. He becomes Chris Evans. This is Chris Evans' character. Yes. Hair push required. Okay.
I love when Chris Evans wore that sweater.
In Knives Out? That's a good sweater.
Loved his look in that. He was giving Winter Baby.
Winter Baby? What's that?
Just like cute.
Like a baby in
just
winter?
Just like cute winter vibe.
Okay. So Captain America is born. But at the same time, the German scientist is shot by a German spy who has infiltrated the test. Because the test is being watched over by a bunch of military personnel from the US and like whatever, and a German spy, I think maybe German spy or Russian spy, shoots him, I think, to try to steal his notes on the serum, because this is basically happening at the same time that the US and Germany are competing to create the bomb. They are also competing to create a super soldier.
The specimen.
Yes. Captain America is a huge success. He is for all intents and purposes, let's say he's immortal. He's not. He can be killed, but like he's so powerful, he's incredible. He can't fly or anything. He's just incredibly strong and fast and smart, and he's a good person. There is basically no character flaw on him. He is a American soldier.
Good for him.
And Chris Evans does a great job playing him. It's very fun. He is Captain America, the first Avenger.
So that's the first movie?
This is the first movie that's relevant, I think. When Captain America is defeating the Nazis, there's a secret group of Nazis called Hydra. And this secret group of Nazis is led by Hugo Weaving, who plays Elrond in Lord of the Rings, the elf that leads the council where they decide the fate of the ring. Same guy. He plays a guy called Red Mask. Red Mask uses a cube. The cube. He uses a blue translucent magic cube of unknown origin called the Tesseract to imbue himself with power to fight Captain America. Captain America defeats him, takes the cube, and then crash lands a ship into Antarctica or the North Pole or something, and he's frozen for 60 years. Okay? He is frozen under ice for 60 years with the cube.
Is he alive?
He lives.
He lives through all that?
He's frozen. He's like cryogenically frozen in the ice.
For 60 years, he's just But
Yes.
he's aware of that?
No. He's completely asleep. Like, he's
Oh,
comatose.
I was about to say, dude, that mentally would... I don't know how you come back from that mentally.
He struggles with this a lot when he wakes up. So he had a girlfriend. Her name is Peggy.
She did?
She's ancient by the time he wakes up.
Ooh, that's tough.
It is tough, and it drives a lot of what he does over the course. It's one of the only story arcs across the entire franchise that is well done, I think.
What would you do if that happened to you?
I'd be mortified.
If you got frozen, that'd be crazy. If you got frozen and then everybody was old.
It's tough. Well, not everybody. Only the people you grew up with are now old. Contemporary people are young.
What?
Like the people of today, when you wake up, they're young.
You know what I mean.
Okay. The only last thing that's important about Captain America is when he becomes powerful, an American scientist that helps outfit him with weapons and stuff and makes his famous shield. You've probably seen the shield with the star and the whatever. That guy's name is Howard Stark. Okay? Now, in between the time when he's in the ice, Howard Stark has a baby whose name is Tony Stark. Tony Stark goes on to learn from his father. They have Stark Industries. It's a weapons manufacturer.
He's a Nepo baby?
He is, but he's a genius. Tony Stark... Tony
Is a genius?
Yes.
That's
TLDR.
so classic. They love to make, like, the funny guy a secret genius.
So he sells weapons to both the American side. He sells weapons to anybody who will buy them. But he gets kidnapped by, terrorists in the Middle East during a weapons sale. And while kidnapped, he builds the first Iron Man suit to escape captivity.
While kidnapped? When does
Because he is kidnapped... And while kidnapped, the terrorists kidnapped him because they want him to build them a bomb. So they supply him with a bunch of parts. But he builds a bomb, I think, but he's actually building the Iron Man suit V1.
He built this in a cave with scraps.
Yes. Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. Okay.
Do they show that building process?
Yes, that sequence. Because he is in captivity alongside a doctor that's keeping him alive because he has shrapnel in his body from the bombs that they used to capture him. That shrapnel is slowly killing him. He replaces his heart, with an arc reactor, which is like this infinite energy source. So being Iron Man is both to save people, but also a requirement to keep him alive. He needs the Iron Man suit to keep him alive, basically.
He needs it on?
He needs the battery to be in his chest, keeping him healthy.
Okay, interesting.
Don't even worry about it. It doesn't matter. Now we have two of our people. We don't need to worry about Black Widow. We don't need to worry about...
Classic women erasure.
Okay. A lot of these people I'm going to skip over. I'm only giving you the big hits. Thor is the Norse god of thunder. In the Marvel universe, the Norse gods exist. In fact, many gods exist, except none of them have been shown in any of the movies except specifically the Norse gods. But there's the possibility. In the comic books, the Greek gods also exist. Hercules is a hero in the Avengers in some of the comic books. Anyway.
I can't hear Hercules right now. Kingdom Hearts.
Ursula is a hero.
If I see Ursula in the Spider-Man movie, that's a 5 out of 5 movie. Hog baby.
So Thor is the Norse god of thunder. He lives on the planet Asgard, which is also in real life. That's where the Norse gods live in Norse mythology.
Sadly, you will not see her.
Yes, probably not.
Zendaya.
Zendaya's already in the movie. Okay, Thor is the Norse god of thunder. He has connection. He's basically immortal.
Where did he come from? What's he doing here?
Every god of Asgard is provided a group of planets they're sworn to protect. Thor has Earth. And the first few Thor movies are about him coming to terms with, instead of being a party boy who's just here for glory, he actually cares about the people of Earth. He learns to like humans, and he wants to protect us.
How's he a party boy?
He just likes to go drinking with his buddies on Asgard and talk about war stories. And...
on a different planet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was on Earth, and I was like...
No.
People not realize?
So, that's the three main Avengers. The last big Avenger we need to talk about is Hulk, who you are probably familiar with. The reason I even brought up how Captain America became Captain America is because Dr. Bruce Banner, another intelligent scientist, in the early 2000s, he is trying to replicate the Captain America super serum. He's trying, based on the notes he has found, to recreate it. He's trying to recreate it using radiation, using gamma radiation. He exposes himself to the gamma radiation, and it turns him into the Hulk.
Oh, he is now. Oh, okay.
When he gets angry, he becomes the Hulk. When he calms down, he becomes Bruce Banner. He is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's the same character. It is literally a rip of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, except when he is Mr. Hyde, he is immortal and as powerful as Captain America. He just can't control himself because he's big and green and angry. But it like kind of worked. Okay. We can now basically talk about the first Avengers movie. All those guys band together, unlikely group of guys, to fight against Loki, Thor's brother. Loki has been employed. He's also the Norse god of mischief. Loki has been employed by Thanos. This is the first time we see Thanos, okay? And Loki has been given...
Purple?
Purple.
Okay.
Loki's been hired by Thanos. Thanos has given him the scepter, which contains another equally powerful magical artifact to the Tesseract, the blue cube. This is an orange thing called the Mind Stone. It turns out the Tesseract... Stay with me! It turns out the Tesseract is actually one of these infinity...
Wait, what's the cube?
The blue cube that Captain America was trying to steal from the Nazis.
Okay.
Because they were using it to build powerful weapons. It turns out the Tesseract is actually one of 6 so-called Infinity Stones. It's the... which stone is the Tesseract? The Reality Stone? Space Stone. It's a space stone. It allows you to teleport.
Ooh. They could teleport with that thing and they didn't know?
Because the Tesseract is a different form of it. When they extract the stone out of it, they can use it to teleport. So there's the Space Stone, which you can use to teleport, the Mind Stone, which Loki can use to corrupt people's minds and make them into, like, minions and soldiers. Minions! Banana.
That's what I'm trying to see tomorrow, but instead I gotta watch fucking Spider-Man. Why do I have to know all of this for Spider-Man?
Because you don't, but I just thought this would be a fun exercise. And also, if we go see Avengers Doomsday, which Fantastic Four was leading up to, this you will need to know.
They're gonna be in fucking...
Yes. The post-credit scene was Doomsday stealing their baby. Anyway.
When are they gonna put the minions?
When are they gonna put the minions and the monsters
in our house?
And Gru. Okay, so we have the Mind Stone and the Space Stone. That's 2 of 6.
Mind Stone and the minions are the same color? Okay. I can remember
Mind
that.
Stone, minions. You don't really need to remember all this shit. Anyway, over the course of the next 20 years, a lot of heroes are introduced in all their separate movies, and over the course of these, we start to find out that a lot of these evil plots that keep affecting Earth and our heroes are being orchestrated by Thanos to acquire all 6 Infinity Stones. So
Why does he want them?
We will find that out. So there was the Space Stone, the Mind Stone. In the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, they go up against the Power Stone.
That's in this too. I've seen that one.
Oh, okay. You know Ronan, the guy with the weird face who uses the purple stone, and then at the end of the movie they do the dance off with the purple stone, and they're all trying to survive by linking up.
All I remember is that raccoon.
Rocket.
That's all I remember.
Okay. Rocket was there.
Okay.
That's a reality stone. Thor in Thor the Dark World, which is a terrible movie. He uses the red one, which is called the Reality Stone.
Where were these stones?
They're all hidden across the universe.
Who hid them?
They were scattered when the universe was born. They are like a consequence of the Big Bang in this universe.
Who made them?
It was the Big Bang. Like, there isn't really a greater entity or like creator in Avengers. Avengers doesn't dip into Christianity much.
I'm confused as to how they figured out all of the stones exist and they work together, and also like
just lore.
Okay.
And people over history, cultures have found the stones and like used them for various things individually, but nobody has ever had them all at the same time.
Mickey Mouse.
We find out that Thanos Thanos finds out that if he has all 6 at one time, he basically becomes infinitely powerful. He can do anything.
How do they know that 6? Like, how do they know though that 6 is it? Like, what if there are more?
It just is.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
So there are 6 stones. Thanos gets this Infinity Gauntlet. It's like a glove that he wears, a gold glove with 1 socket for each, 5 fingers and 1 in the palm.
He made that?
It was made by the dwarves at some star forge called.
Whoa, hold on. We need these opportunities.
Yo, bro, I just came across. Deny.
Whoa, we just got a follow bot thing, and you didn't even accept it.
Come
on.
Okay. So, this only started 10 minutes ago. I've not been streaming this whole thing for 6 hours. I streamed other stuff. Okay.
That'd be crazy.
So Thanos finds out that if he has all 6 stones, he can do anything. We find out in Avengers Infinity War, which is I should probably talk about Avengers Civil War.
How many
or Captain America Civil War.
Movies are
There's
there?
like 5 Avengers movies, and then there's all these different movies that link in. Captain America Civil War.
You've seen all of them?
I have seen almost all of them. They came out over the course of like
Why'd you have the
15
time?
years. It's one movie at a time every like 6 or 8 months. It's really not that hard. It is less total runtime than like Game of Thrones. Okay. Not all of them are good. In fact, most of them are mid or bad, but some of them are very good. Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame are 2 very good movies. And it is low-key worth to get all this context and then watch those movies because they're actually good.
I would watch, maybe.
Okay. So, in Avengers Age of Ultron, which is the second Avengers movie. In the first one, we beat Loki, we get the 2 stones, we're holding them on Earth. We're trying to keep them away from Thanos.
Is Loki dead?
Loki does not die. He escapes. Loki is probably my favorite character in this entire thing. He goes from evil to good to evil to good. His allegiance.
Tom?
Yes. He's a very good actor, and his allegiance changes many times. He is very good. Probably the only good Avengers spin-off series is the Loki series. It's very good. Well, WandaVision's good. Anyway, in Avengers Age of Ultron, Tony and Bruce seeing...
Who's Bruce?
Hulk.
Okay.
Iron Man and Hulk. I'm just going to use those names. Iron Man and Hulk, who are both genius scientists, they're now working together because in the first Avengers movie, Loki used the Space Stone to open a portal to an alien world, and Thanos' alien army starts attacking Earth. Tony and Bruce, who to this point didn't even know aliens existed, are now worried that Earth could be under threat again. So in order to try to prevent this, they try to create an AI superintelligence that can protect Earth. They try to make a robot called Ultron who will protect Earth from alien threats. They accidentally create a super powerful robot who's trying to kill humanity.
Oh my god, bro. They had one job.
The only thing that winds up beating Ultron in the end is they use the Mind Stone, the yellow one.
The minion.
The minion. They use it to create a second AI, but this time they are more intentional. And this second one is called the Vision.
How did they mess up? What went wrong?
I can't remember. Something went wrong. But the second time they create the Vision. And the Vision is good. He is really powerful. He can fly. He can shoot lasers out of his head.
Is he purple?
He's like reddish purple. You may have seen him before.
I think I know this guy.
So, the Vision defeats Ultron. The Vision is now a member of the Avengers. He is cool. He's played by Paul Bettany, who's very talented. Really well-portrayed character. We also, in Avengers Age of Ultron, meet Wanda and Quicksilver. Wanda and Quicksilver.
Is Quicksilver in...
He's an X-Men. So the X-Men are technically a part of Marvel Comics. And in most of the Avengers films, 99% of them, the Marvel Cinematic Universe didn't want to touch the X-Men because if you remember, there are X-Men movies from the early 2000s with like Ian McKellen as Magneto and Sir Patrick Stewart as Professor Xavier. They didn't want to touch any of that shit because they didn't own the rights to some of it. And it was like a separate thing and they didn't want to involve it. Low-key, the X-Men might matter in this Spider-Man movie we're seeing, which is why I'm telling you about it. Quicksilver and Wanda are technically X-Men although it's never mentioned in any of the movies they're in. They're just like new superheroes. They don't even mention that they're technically in the comics the children of Magneto.
Quicksilver is not the silver guy we saw.
That is Silver Surfer.
Okay.
Quicksilver has super speed. Wanda is magic. That is her power. She has magic. She can.
Yeah, that must be nice.
She is low key probably the strongest person they have.
Good for her.
She becomes bad later.
What?
For good reason. Okay. Quicksilver dies in Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Whoa! I just was getting to know him.
He gets one movie. That's it.
Holy shit!
And I liked him too.
Rest in peace.
But
Damn.
Wanda sticks around, and Wanda has a love interest with Vision that's kind of weird but interesting. Even though he's like an AI thing, it's interesting. Whatever. He has corporeal form. He's not like a robot. He has a body. Anyway, Avengers: Age of Ultron finishes. In the climactic ending of Avengers: Age of Ultron, they save the city of Sokovia, which is a fictional Eastern European city, from Ultron. But in doing so, they accidentally destroy the town and implied kill some people because they destroy buildings in this big fight. And the following arc of a couple movies that we're going to gloss over center around the plot point of superheroes starting to be like, are we bad? Like, we're saving the world, but we are probably harming innocent lives in the process. So Tony Stark, Iron Man, co-signs on a government bill called the Sokovia Accords, which limits superhero abilities. It governs superheroes. You have to work for a certain country. You can only be deployed at a certain time like a weapon. Half of the Avengers sign the bill, half of the Avengers refuse.
Gasp. Who refused?
Captain America and his boys.
Refused to sign it?
Because Captain America believes that their best work is done when they're autonomous. And the other thing is the Sokovia Accords probably will low-key kill his best friend, who's now a Russian super soldier. But the Russian super soldier will be converted back into a normal person. He's the Winter Soldier. His name is Bucky Barnes. You don't need to worry about it.
Oh, I had a friend who had a
It's Sebastian Stan.
crush on that guy.
Noted Donald Trump portrayer Sebastian Stan plays Bucky Barnes. Okay. You do need to worry about it? Okay. When Captain America became Captain America in the early 40s, late 30s, he was entered into a basically like CIA task force that was investigating the Tesseract and Hydra, the Nazis. On this task force was his childhood best friend, Bucky Barnes. On a mission, Bucky gets launched off a train by a German soldier and is presumed dead. In the 2010s...
Oh, you don't have to explain it.
Oh, okay. All right. We're skipping that. Forget about it. Forget about it. I like Bucky Barnes. He's a cool character. But we're moving past that. Okay, Avengers: Age of Ultron done. In Captain America: Civil War, which for all intents and purposes is an Avengers movie because everyone's in it, it is this battle between half of the Avengers being like, we should be autonomous, and half of the Avengers being like...
They're fighting each other.
They fight each other over this.
They would rather kill each other?
Not kill each other. They are fighting each other because they're both trying to do something else that the other person wants to stop. They're not going to kill each other, but they're trying to stop each other. This is where we first meet Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Who's he fighting for?
Tony Stark, Iron Man, in the middle of this Captain America movie that is literally just an Avengers movie. Iron Man goes to Queens, New York, which is where Peter Parker is from, Spider-Man. And he finds a young Peter Parker because video has been circling online of this Spider-Boy, Spider-Man, and Tony Stark needs all the super people he can get to beat Captain America. Tony Stark recruits Spider-Man to be on his side, and this is where Tom Holland's Spider-Man enters the fray.
Good for Tom.
Good. It has changed the trajectory of his life.
Indeed.
It's also how he met Zendaya. Okay. So the reason I told you all this shit about why Hulk was made and how Captain America became Captain America is because I think Peter Parker's parents picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Parker's parents are dead. He is an orphan.
Oh, damn,
he
rip.
lived in every iteration of Spider-Man. He lives with his aunt May, and his Uncle Ben. But Uncle Ben always gets shot, and it's a formative moment for Spider-Man. This is a canon event. Whatever.
Wait, what happened?
Spider-Man lives with his aunt and uncle, but always in every version of Spider-Man, comics, movies, games, books, everything. Early on after getting his powers, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, sees his uncle be killed. And it becomes a big arc thing for Spider-Man of trying to decide what kind of crime fighter he wants to be, because he wants to kill the guy that killed Uncle Ben, but he has to make a choice to be better than that and save people and not kill people.
Died in a plane crash?
In the current MCU, died in a plane crash? All right, whatever.
Gonna kill that pilot.
Regardless.
Pilot probably did.
Only one person died in the plane crash.
And it was his uncle.
Yes, with great power comes great responsibility comes from Spider-Man. That quote comes from Uncle Ben talking to Spider-Man. So Spider-Man got his powers. How he gets bit by the radioactive spider changes from universe to universe, but he got bit by a radioactive spider, and in a lot of the versions of the lore, it is implied that the radioactive spider
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
a
You're not
laboratory
that guy.
experiment by his parents, or at least his dad, who was, again, trying to recreate the Captain America super soldier serum.
Damn.
Everybody is just trying to make Captain America, basically, and no one has ever succeeded. Spider-Man, they get kind of close, because he has almost as much super strength as Captain America, but he also now has the ability to climb walls and shoot webs. He's a spider. He also has spidey senses. That's probably relevant to the movie. This shit is really relevant. Spider-Man's powers. He can climb on walls. He's just a smart kid. That has nothing to do with his powers. He shooting webs varies from universe to universe. Sometimes it's part of his body. For our Spider-Man, Tom Holland, it's a gadget he has, and he makes the webs himself. It's like a...
Oh, it's not in his body?
Only Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man has that.
Damn.
All the rest of them make the webs with machines. He has spidey senses. This is important. Spider-Man has the ability to sense danger near him, implicitly. It's called his spidey sense. Zendaya's character in the movies calls it his Peter Tingle, because they don't know what to call it. It's a bit, whatever. Yes, Peter Tingle.
That's crazy.
Okay. Spider-Man is introduced. Captain America and Iron Man go their separate ways. The Avengers break up. Okay? Then
What happens?
the Avengers break up
Why?
because of this feud over the Sokovia Accords.
So nobody has won.
Nobody really wins. They break up. Also, they partially break up because it comes out that Captain America's friend Bucky Barnes, when he was still under the control of Russian or German operatives, he killed Tony's parents. So
The hell?
So even though Bucky is good now, he's not a sleeper agent anymore. He's back. He's American now.
Why is this giving small town?
Everybody
In the
knows everybody.
South.
Yes, everybody knows everybody. Everything's interconnected. In this moment, Tony finds out that this guy killed his parents. He's like, I'm not going to work with that motherfucker. In fact, I'd like to kill him. They go their separate ways. Captain, whatever. Anyway, moving forward. That's the movie where we get introduced to the Black Panther.
I saw that movie.
There you go. Wakanda forever.
I enjoyed that movie. Guys, that was when I realized, oh my God,
Michael B. Jordan is incredible, and low-key might be in this movie we're seeing tomorrow.
Really?
I heard that he might be in this movie tomorrow.
Okay, no spoilers.
That character is called Killmonger.
Mm-hmm.
He drank.
I remember.
Okay.
I remember the theme as well, his theme song, when he's in that museum.
The museum scene is very good.
Hell yes. I love Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan is incredibly hot. One of the hottest people
He is.
ever. One of the in Sinners, he could obliterate me. Like, let's be clear on that. Okay. Michael B. Jordan's character, Killmonger, has the Black Panther serum within him for part of that movie. That's the last time we saw him. Was in that movie. That was like 10 years ago. You know, I ran into, what's his name? The guy that played Black Panther who unfortunately passed away a few years ago. What's his name?
Chadwick
Boseman.
Yes.
I saw him at Gracias Madre in Beverly Hills like 10 years ago. I did not say hello.
Yes. That is probably for the best.
Okay. So, Captain America Civil War is over. We got to get the AC on. Captain America Civil War is over. The Avengers are split up. A couple more movies happen where more Infinity Stones are revealed and gathered, and Thanos is gathering them.
And this is just happening in the movies?
Mm-hmm. Over the course of the films. Avengers Infinity War is where this all comes to a head. All of our heroes in all these disparate movies are coming together because Thanos is collecting them for real this time. He's finishing the job. He has like 5 of them now. Yes, he is stoning up. Thanos needs the Mind Stone, or pardon me, the Time Stone, and the Mind Stone. He has 2
Minions?
stones left that he needs. 3. Oh, he needs the Soul Stone also. Okay, there's 3 stones left that Thanos needs. The Soul Stone, the Mind Stone, and the Time Stone. The Soul Stone is on a planet called...
I bet in 5 seconds somebody will say it.
I can do this.
You want the first letter?
Yeah.
V.
Vorath? Something like that? Vormir. That's right. Okay. Vomit? So on this planet, and I'm not even going to get into the fact that Red Mask, the Nazi guy, is back, and he's on this planet. Don't even worry about it. Thanos finds out...
Where are we?
We're on an alien world that nobody lives on where the Soul Stone is hidden. Thanos has to sacrifice a loved one in order to get it. He kills his daughter, Gamora, who is... You saw Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
The green girl.
Damn!
He kills her to get the Soul Stone.
Damn, that's crazy. You couldn't kill anybody else?
He kills her. Okay. We need to talk about Doctor Strange.
That's her dad?
Yes.
Who's her mom?
Adopted. He conquers worlds. Thanos' thing... I should probably explain Thanos' whole deal. Thanos comes from a world called Titan. Thanos is a brilliant, commander and world leader on his planet. Half of the world dies of starvation due to overpopulation. Thanos believes, and he loses all his loved ones. Thanos believes that the only way to fix the world, the universe, is to go to every planet and indiscriminately, just randomly kill half of everybody.
Girl.
So by pure random selection...
Men will do anything but therapy.
It's
Literally
true.
anything but therapy. That shit is so whack. That's crazy.
So Thanos, he goes to these worlds, conquers them, and then genuinely, rich and poor alike, people draw lots, basically, and he just kills half of the people by complete random chance. He believes, obviously misguided, that this will solve overpopulation on every world. He starts to realize that this is crazy, and so instead what he's going to do is he's going to get all 6 Infinity Stones, where if you snap your fingers while you have all 6, you can basically make a wish, and that wish will come true. No questions asked. His wish will be to indiscriminately destroy half of life in the universe. He will randomly kill half of every living thing. Ignore for a second that this doesn't take into account bacteria and viruses and trees and fungus, which is a question I left the movie theater with. It's just people and animals, basically.
Animals?
Unfortunately.
Do we see animals die?
No. In fact, I'm not going to get to that yet. Okay. So Thanos wants the stones to do this. Everyone knows this. He is telling everyone he takes stones from that that's why he's doing it, because he can't help himself but monologue.
Rocket dies?
No.
Oh.
Rocket does not die in that movie. Okay. In Avengers Infinity War, all of our heroes, even the 2 groups of the Avengers that were not happy with each other, they group up to beat Thanos because they have to. Remember, the 3 stones he needs, the Soul Stone he gets. Now he just needs the Mind Stone and the Time Stone. The Mind Stone is inside the Vision.
Uh-oh.
The Vision does die.
Bro is cooked.
The Vision dies, and Thanos takes the Soul Stone or the Mind Stone from him. Now he just needs the Time Stone, okay? Technically, that's the last one he gets, but we're going out of order for a reason. The reason is I haven't explained to you Doctor Strange. This is the last really important guy, I think.
Is that fucking...
Benedict Cumberbatch.
They really just got everybody.
Benedict Cumberbatch plays Dr. Stephen Strange, okay?
Is that his last name?
Yes. Dr. Stephen Strange is a surgeon in Manhattan, New York City. He is the best surgeon in the world, basically. He is wealthy. He's successful. His girlfriend is... What's her face from the...
Hello, Joseph.
From the Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes movies? Rachel McAdams is her name, I think. Yes. Okay. He's got it made. He gets into a terrible car accident because he's driving overzealously on a rainy day.
He's driving in New York City?
He's driving upstate to some event that's honoring him, but he's going super fast in his sports car on a rainy day. He gets into a terrible car accident. He gets permanent nerve damage in his hands and he can no longer perform surgery. The thing that defined him was being a doctor. He can't do it anymore. So he basically spends all of his money, all of his riches trying to recover his hands, and it's not possible. He finds out that there is some alternative medicine in the Far East that helped a friend of his who was paralyzed walk again. He goes to the place where this was done, and it turns out that this is a school for wizards, basically. And it wasn't that he got cured, it was that the guy is constantly doing magic to allow himself to walk. Doctor Strange, at first, is a man of science, so he's like, this is ridiculous, this is stupid. But the Sorcerer Supreme, who's like the most powerful wizard on Earth, she shows him that magic is real, and he becomes quickly the most learned magic student. He becomes the best wizard in the universe. And TLDR, when his movie finishes, Doctor Strange, he is given possession of the Time Stone. It is, and he holds it on his person. You can use the Time Stone to reverse time locally. Like you can in your vicinity, like go back in time a bit. Doctor Strange, in a big battle where he, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and the Guardians of the Galaxy are fighting Thanos, they lose. And Doctor Strange gives Thanos the Time Stone.
Oh, he doesn't die.
No. In fact, he gives Thanos the Time Stone so that he won't kill the other people. This is a moment many in the moment see as weakness and cowardice. Why you should die instead and keep the stone, disappear. But Doctor Strange has foreseen infinite possibilities with the Time Stone, and he sees that the only one where they could possibly win is if he gives it up. In Avengers Infinity War, that is when that happens. Thanos has all 6 stones. He snaps his fingers. Half of everybody dies. This includes the Avengers. Half of the Avengers die.
What happened?
When Thanos gets all 6 stones, he snaps his fingers and half the Avengers die.
Who died?
Black Panther, Bucky Barnes, War Machine lives, Spider-Man dies.
Then what the fuck are we going to watch?
We're gonna get there. Chill.
I feel like that's an understandable question.
You're not that
There's
guy.
this incredible
pal,
moment that's
You're
so
not that
funny and
guy.
clippable, where because Iron Man and Spider-Man have formed a bond, like a father-son bond, because Spider-Man doesn't have parents, and Tony Stark mentors Peter Parker. And Tony Stark is literally holding Spider-Man in his arms when Spider-Man gets snapped out of existence. And he says, "Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good." And then he disappears.
Crazy thing to say.
It's so funny. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Okay. Avengers Endgame is probably the single best movie in this entire franchise.
Okay, wait, so half of them are dead.
Half of them are dead.
It sounds like not a lot of the important ones are dead.
A lot. I mean, Spider-Man is pretty important. A lot of crucial members go. Namely, Captain America and Iron Man do not.
Yeah, I'm shocked that Captain America...
In fact, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk all survive. The core 6 from the original Avengers movie all survive. I haven't introduced you to 2 of them. Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson's character. Her name is Natasha something. She was trained to be a secret operative in Russia, like an assassin basically, and then she converts to be a good guy. And then something Barton Romanoff. What's Barton's first name? Clint.
Does Wanda get snapped?
Yes.
Damn, that sucks.
I think she does.
But clearly you can just come back from the snap.
Basically, the fun thing is that almost everybody that gets snapped are people that were introduced after the first Avengers movie. So at the beginning of Avengers Endgame, we return to our core 6. The people from the first movie from 2010 are now here in this movie, probably the most anticipated movie of all time that came out in 2019, 2018. I saw it with Chris and Julia. Chris and I cried. It's an genuinely good movie. I think it is unironically a good standalone film. Obviously made better. Yeah, I'm not getting into Ant-Man and Nebula and Rocket. That's not...
Ant-Man is in this shit?
You remember the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy? He's one of the people that survives, and he helps the world come back.
Who the hell is Ant-Man? Paul Rudd?
Yes. Very good.
They really got any animal...
Or bug.
You name it, they got it. As a... Oh my god, it's Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, oh my god. And he's 13. Okay. In Avengers Endgame, the movie opens on a... basically, after Thanos snapped half of life away, he teleported away using the Space Stone, and they lost him. the first act, the first 20 minutes of Avengers Endgame is the remaining Avengers find Thanos and they go and kill him. Thor beheads him. Because Thor thinks he is responsible because he was in the final battle with Thanos when Thanos was trying to snap. Thor was fighting him, and Thor's like the strongest motherfucker. Thor embedded his axe in his chest, and Thanos goes, "You should have gone for the head," and then snaps.
Oh, shit, that's crazy.
So Thanos teleports away.
That?
Then they find him, and Thor decapitates him.
Damn.
But not before we find out that Thanos, the last thing he did with the stones was he destroyed the stones. Because the only thing that could bring everybody back is another wish with the 6 stones. But Thanos did one more wish, which was to obliterate the 6 stones. He was like, my work is done. In fact, he teleports to a farming world where he just becomes a farmer. And they go and decapitate him and like...
He's got the overalls and shit on?
Like Loki.
Can I see this? What the hell's he farming? Nah, that's crazy.
Okay. Okay. Worth noting, when he snapped to destroy the stones, it nearly obliterated his body. So, like, his arm and left side are cooked. But Thor beheads him. Then we cut to a title card 5 years later. So we do a 5-year time jump. Everyone in the universe has now been living 5 years without half of their loved ones. The world is in utter disrepair. Governments are trying to figure the fuck out what's going on. New York is in mayhem. Like, the world...
half of the world is gone.
Half of the universe was killed. Half of all living people.
Okay. That's crazy. And then you just had to, like, live with that after watching that?
For several years, we had to live with that until they made the next movie.
That's crazy.
There were a lot of fan theories, as you might imagine, as to what they were going to do to try to bring everybody back. Because we knew they were going to try to bring everybody back.
Is it not in the comics?
So the movies are a different interpretation of the events.
Oh.
So sometimes they will do things that happen in the comics, but the comics, in fact, there are different iterations of the Avengers in the comics. From like the 80s and the 2000s, where the story is completely different. But this is the modern movie interpretation of the characters. Okay. So, the reason I've just realized Paul Rudd is relevant. Ant-Man has the ability to become tiny. In an experiment in his second movie, they try to turn him so small. He's got 3 fucking movies. They are not good.
This is why I could never be bothered to watch any of this shit.
Yes, there were a lot of fan theories that Ant-Man should just crawl up Thanos' butt and become big and explode him from the inside. That did not happen.
That'd be crazy.
Though that does happen in a scene in The Boys.
I know what you're... that's in the first season, right?
No, I think it's in the second or third season, actually. Okay, so... Ant-Man, in an experiment in his second movie, the scientist he works with tries to turn him so small that he can become smaller than subatomic particles, like electrons. They do this successfully. He is in the machine this tiny for what feels like 10 minutes or an hour or whatever. But when he grows big, the full 5 years between Infinity War and Endgame has passed. And all 3 of the people he was doing the experiment with have been snapped away.
Uh-oh.
So he's alone. He goes and finds his daughter is now a fully grown adult. It's a whole Captain America
5 years?
Or she went from like a preteen to like she's now like 20 or some shit.
Okay, that's not crazy.
But like for him, an hour has passed, and now his daughter is in college.
At least she's alive.
Yes, that's a win.
I think I probably would have gotten snapped. My luck is just so shit. I have such shit luck.
It low-key might be better to get snapped.
Like, I feel like I would have gotten snapped.
Everybody seems pretty upset.
Okay.
And if you got snapped, you don't even remember, and then you get to come back later, which we're discussing now. So, in Avengers Endgame, Ant-Man is like, he goes and finds the Avengers. He finds Captain America, who's wallowing in his sorrow, Black Widow, who's like, they're both so upset. And he's like, guys, because they thought he was snapped.
Ant-Man?
They thought he got snapped because he was gone for exactly 5 years. So they were sure he got snapped, but in reality, he was just in this other quantum world for what for him was 10 minutes or whatever. he comes to their compound and he's like, guys, let me in. They're like, oh, he was snapped. So they bring him in and he explains what's going on. And he says, what if we use this to move through time and go back to before Thanos and get the stones from before, collect them, bring them to the present, snap everybody back, and then go back in time and return the stones to where we got them. Thus, the movie is about time travel. The Hulk and Iron Man work together to solve time travel. They do this.
All because of Ant-Man?
Also worth noting that during Infinity War, the Hulk would have been obviously useful to fight against Thanos. He's very powerful. But he fought against him once and lost, and the Hulk refused to come out. He was basically ashamed. So Bruce Banner, in between Infinity War and Endgame, is able to marry his two personalities. He basically goes to therapy with Hulk, and they become one person. So now the Hulk, I can show you what he looks like. So before...
Is he green?
Yes. Before, the Hulk looked like this, right?
Yes.
I'm not going to type Hulk plus Bruce Banner because I feel like I'm going to get fan art. But then he becomes this, where he's half Bruce Banner, half Hulk.
I would be upset.
That's
weird. Smart Hulk.
So he's strong and smart.
Good for him.
He and Iron Man basically work, we'll just say, together to make time travel possible. Our heroes go back in time, get the Infinity Stones, come back to the present, use them to bring everybody back. Everybody comes back. However, while they were doing this, a Thanos from the past finds out what they're doing and comes with them back to the present. So they save everyone, but now Thanos and all his boys are back. And there is a big climactic...
Gotta do this shit again?
There's a big climactic final battle that's very cool between all of the Avengers, now from every movie and TV show, all together, all at once versus Thanos' army. It's a big climactic moment. It's a payoff for literally a decade and a half of movies and TV shows. There's a lot of fan service, but it's pretty good. Spider-Man is back. That's what's important for us.
Okay.
Iron Man is killed in this battle.
Damn!
Because there is a fight at the end of this battle to get the Infinity Stones, because now they're here. They're in the present. And Iron Man is able to get them at the end, and he is notably a normal human. Mm-hmm. And when Thanos used the stones, it nearly destroyed him. And Thanos is a big guy. The person that snapped to bring everyone back was Hulk, who's a big guy. And half of his body was also pretty beat up from doing it. Iron Man uses them as a normal person, and he does the sicko fucking line where Thanos is trying to attack him, and Tony Stark goes, I am Iron Man, and then snaps the fingers. It kills him basically instantly, but he uses the stones to destroy Thanos and his army.
Couldn't anybody else have done that?
It was in the heat of the moment. You got to see the movie. So the stones, Thanos and his army gone, the stones back, and everybody's here. Captain America then takes it upon himself to time travel back to all the places they got the stone and return the stones to exactly when they took them, so as not to mess up the other timelines. But then he never comes back because he decides to stay in the 1940s and have a home life with the girl that he left behind when he got frozen in the ice. So he marries Peggy, who is his blushing bride-to-be, and he stays in the 1950s and lives a happy life with her.
And does not become Iron Man? Or
Captain America?
Captain America?
No, because it's hard to explain the timeline, but Captain America already did what he was supposed to do. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Whenever things try to do time travel, it always loses me. It always loses me. I'm just like, you lost me.
Ad break coming in. Sorry, guys. Okay. Spider-Man's back. But now we go to Spider-Man's first movie, which is called Spider-Man Homecoming. This is Tom Holland's first standalone Spider-Man film. I think? No. Homecoming was... No. This is Far From Home. The first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, Homecoming, takes place before Thanos snaps everyone away, and it's a very normal Spider-Man movie. Nobody has magic powers. He's fighting just a villain who has a lot of money in New York, blah, 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 blah.
Far From Home is after Endgame.
Yes. So, in that first Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland, we meet Zendaya, who is MJ, which every Spider-Man in every incarnation of Spider-Man is either in love with Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane. Gwen Stacy and MJ.
They do not exist at the same time?
They could, but there's only ever one that Spider-Man is in love with. Peter goes on like a date with Gwen, but winds up with MJ. MJ is Zendaya. This is how Tom Holland and Zendaya met and became a couple in real life. Tom Holland, or Spider-Man, also meets his friend Ned, who we will need to know. I will show you a picture of this person. You've probably seen him. This guy.
I've never seen this man in my life.
This is a relevant character. He is the sort of like, he calls himself the guy in the chair, jokingly, like the guy in hacker and superhero movies who like is like, he's on your left, but he's on the computer or whatever. That's him. He's also a comic relief character, and he's very smart. He works with Spider-Man. They go to high school together, and they're best friends. Okay. Spider-Man Far From Home is the first relevant movie we have to care about after Endgame. So now everyone's been brought back, including Spider-Man and his friends, who were all like juniors in high school or whatever when they got snapped away. They're all back now, and they were all snapped, conveniently.
Damn.
Now they're all back together, and they're applying to college. All three of them, MJ, Ned, and Peter, they're all very smart. They all get into prestigious universities. They all want to go to, I think, Harvard. I'm getting ahead of myself. Far From Home first. The second Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland, they go on an exchange trip to Europe. Spider-Man and his friends. Yippee. Tony Stark is gone now. Spider-Man's guiding guy is gone. Spider-Man feels like he needs to fill the shoes of Tony Stark, but he doesn't know how. He's a kid. Tony leaves him his glasses called Edith. The glasses are a super intelligence that controls like every satellite and weapons system on the planet and like every computer. Tony leaves him the glasses with a note that say, "For the next Iron Man, I choose you." And Peter doesn't know if he should use them. You can use them to like spy on people, look stuff, like they're like super glasses, whatever. MIT. Okay, literally 400 messages that say MIT. So they go on this exchange trip to Europe, and while there, a crazy threat appears, these like aliens or whatever. And Spider-Man starts fighting them while they're there alongside this.
Where are we?
In Europe. They're on like a field.
Okay.
He and his junior class are on like a summer trip.
Sorry, you said aliens, and I just assumed we were on another
They are
planet.
He fights these aliens alongside a hero who has just now appeared called Mysterio. Okay, Mysterio has a glass orb over his head that has like green smoke in it, and he can fly and shoot lasers. This is played by Donnie Darko, whose name is
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal.
Really? Wait, can I see a picture?
Yeah, he's really good in it.
He looks fucking stupid. The third picture.
So, he's really good in this movie. He and Peter fight these aliens together. They get rid of them, whatever. They sit down and have a beer, and Mysterio claims that he's from another universe where the aliens already ravaged.
Wait, they're having a beer with him?
Peter's having an orange juice or something, but Mysterio's having a beer. They're sitting down after
why
a
are they
victory.
friends now?
Because they worked together to fight these aliens.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought they were fighting each other.
No, they work together to fight these aliens, and Peter basically says, you're smart, you're an adult, you care about the fate of the world, and you're responsible. You should have the glasses, not me.
That's fucking crazy. He just met this guy.
He signs the glasses over to Mysterio.
What? Does nobody have a brain?
And Mysterio is like, I promise I won't let you down. Thank you
gonna
so
let
much,
him
Peter.
down.
Peter, you should go talk to that girl. Like, he's talking him up because Peter hasn't started dating MJ at this point, Zendaya. He's like, you should go talk to her. Like, just tell her how you feel. He's like, I'm going to do it. He leaves to go talk to MJ. Mysterio in that moment is like, guys, we did it. And the bar they were at disappears to reveal projection technology. He is actually a scientist. These aliens aren't real. He's using projection technology to make them look real. And he and a team of scientists that were wronged by Tony Stark over the course of the last 20 fucking movies are all working together to get Edith the glasses.
Damn, good for them, honestly.
It's
Iconic.
an incredible scene because these actors who had like one line in Iron Man 2 where Tony's like, "Can you just do it?" Now that guy is a key villain.
Hell yeah.
It's a really good twist.
Why am I rooting for them?
If you watch the movie, you do feel like you should root for them. The thing about it too is like, they got me. I know Spider-Man's lore really well. Mysterio is a villain in every Spider-Man incarnation. But I was watching this, I was like, wow, this is a cool take. Mysterio as a good guy. This is really interesting. They got me. Yes, the guy who the one character in Iron Man 1 says, Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. That guy that got berated is in this movie as one of the guys fucking with Spider-Man. So
that's kind of iconic that they cast.
Spider-Man now has to fight Mysterio. They fight throughout the film. And it turns out Jake Gyllenhaal is just straight up evil. He's willing to kill children to achieve his goals.
Jake!
And at the end, when Peter beats Mysterio and he's going to get apprehended, Mysterio has one final trick, which is he recorded ahead of time. He's a good actor in this movie. He records a clip of himself pretending basically to be at gunpoint by Spider-Man. He's like, I'm Mysterio. Spider-Man's real name is Peter Parker. Because Spider-Man's identity has never been revealed. He releases this video to the public later. And it gets played on every TV in the world. And the movie ends with Peter and MJ swinging around New York and then them seeing a big screen in Times Square that says, Spider-Man is Peter Parker. And then we cut to black.
Uh-oh.
Cut to the third Spider-Man movie. We're skipping all the other shit in between. Who cares? We got to finish this. Cut to the third Spider-Man movie. This is Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home is, we're now seniors, and the world is divided on Spider-Man.
Is Jake Gyllenhaal dead?
He I think, kills himself, but makes it seem like Spider-Man killed him. The video makes it look like he got shot by Spider-Man, but he killed himself, just as a final act of, like, fuck you.
Damn.
To Peter.
Imagine being that petty. That's crazy.
So Peter's life is basically ruined because half of the world thinks he killed Mysterio and half of the world doesn't, but at the same time, everyone knows who he is, which means all of his loved ones, MJ, his Aunt May, they're all like, their lives are ruined, basically, because the court of public opinion, everybody out on the street is throwing bricks at them, like yelling like Mysterio forever, like whatever, because they think Mysterio still is a hero. Peter feels really bad about this, not for himself, but for everyone in his life. He is, like, notably, he's trying to get into MIT, and his friends are trying to get into MIT. They get in, but he finds out through the grapevine that they're actually being withheld, their applications, because they are affiliated with Spider-Man. If they weren't affiliated with Spider-Man, they might have a chance to get in. So he goes and finds the admissions officer for MIT, and he's like, you can deny my application, but please let my friends in. They have nothing to do with this. She says she'll consider it, whatever. But in this moment, when he's talking to her, a villain from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, played by the same actor as it was in the Spider-Man movies from Tobey Maguire, shows up and attacks.
Dude, that's awesome.
We should watch this movie.
Okay.
In fact, I'm not going to tell you anything else.
No, but we're watching the movie tomorrow, so I gotta know.
Yeah, let's watch it tonight. Let's watch.
No.
Okay.
I can't watch a movie.
Okay.
I can't.
This is if there is one problem in our relationship, it's that I love to watch a movie and Arlie hates to watch a movie.
We already watched Ocean's 11.
We're watching the Ocean's trilogy one at a time.
I have to finish a video tonight, and I've had a beer.
You're about to have another one. Okay. Or at least I am. The villains from both Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man films start appearing. The reason they start appearing is because just before this, Spider-Man goes to Doctor Strange.
He's alive?
Yes, he was snapped by Thanos, but he's back.
Oh yeah, he's still back. Okay.
And Spider-Man, basically, Peter Parker goes to Doctor Strange and he's like, I'm really sorry to do this. I don't even know if this is possible, but could we rewind time and make people forget that I'm Spider-Man? And because it's ruining my friends' lives. And Doctor Strange is like, remember, the Infinity Stones are gone. I can't control time anymore. But he's like, but we could do a spell to make everyone forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And he's like, oh, let's do that. So Doctor Strange starts doing the spell, and he's like, all right, remember, Peter, this will make everyone in the world forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And Peter Parker's like, well, hang on. I don't want my aunt or my best friend or my girlfriend to forget. And so Doctor Strange is like, okay. So midway through the spell, he starts correcting it for those things. And then Peter's like, well, I'd also like this person to know, and this person, and this person. Basically, his hubris gets the best of him. The spell goes awry. And now...
He's doing this mid-spell.
And now...
Brother!
He's doing this mid-spell is iconic.
That's crazy. How did they not think of that before they started the spell?
A great question. So now, instead of everyone forgetting that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, now anyone from any universe that knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man is coming to their world. So
wait, what?
The spell reverses. So instead of everyone who knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man forgetting, now everyone who knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man in other universes is coming to our world.
How did they fuck this up? What?
So now the villains from the other Spider-Man movie franchises are coming. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin.
That's crazy.
Anthony Molina's Dr. Octopus.
Green Goblin's crazy.
Andrew Garfield's villains. All of the Spider-Man villains from the last 30 years of Spider-Man movies are here, played by their original actors.
Is it Andrew Garfield in this movie?
So the two of them also come. The two Spider-Men from our childhood return, and it is a triumphant battle.
And they are Spider-Man?
Yes, from their worlds. They were drawn into this world.
Where is Earth?
In the Milky Way, in Earth.
Are we on Earth or like?
Yes, but the spell forced these people from their worlds into our world.
What do you mean by their worlds? Are they not on Earth?
It's a different universe.
That's Earth.
Like multiverse. It is a completely separate universe where Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and things go his way. Completely different timeline. Does not affect our world at all, except now they're being pulled in.
Y'all think there's another ADEF in another universe?
So.
What if this stream is happening in another universe?
But I was cast as Peter Parker? That'd be cool.
No. I meant that this was happening in another universe.
Okay. In all this kerfuffle, when all these villains come back, the villains find out that they were brought here right before they were killed in their original universes. And Peter Parker...
They were killed? Oh, the villains.
In their movies. Doctor Strange is like, all right, well, we got to send them back. We got to patch up these holes in the multiverse. We need to send everybody back.
Who the hell wrote this?
Can we just get... We're almost there.
Okay, sorry.
Hang on. Peter is like, well, I don't want to send these people back to die. And Doctor Strange is like, they're villains.
Yeah,
it's their timeline.
Send them off.
Yeah, but Spider-Man's whole thing is he protects everybody. So Spider-Man wants to save these people before sending them back. He wants to cure them of the thing that makes them evil, which for everybody there is like a specific thing in their power that makes them be evil.
You set them up on a PPO insurance plan and you get them into therapy.
He is able to cure Dr. Octopus, but Green Goblin escapes before he's able to be cured, and he
Dr. Octopus?
Yes. Don't worry about it. Green Goblin escapes and he kills Aunt May. So Peter's only motherfucker dies. And this is pretty dark for our boy Peter. Up till this point, Peter's been holding it in okay, but he breaks at this. He's completely broken.
He needed to break.
And this is when the other two Spider-Men appear, and they're here to help Peter. They're like, every Spider-Man loses someone. For me, it was this guy. For me, it was this person. It's a formative thing. You have to be better. Like, you can't, if you swear vengeance to kill the person who killed Aunt May, you'll never be better than them. Mm-hmm. Our three Spider-Men work together to combat the villains. They cure all of them, and they send everybody back.
They cure them?
Yes.
How do they cure them?
With these little machines that cure the specific ailments for each guy.
I need that. I need somebody to cure the mental illness.
Okay.
Okay.
We're almost there. At the end of this, the multiverse is opening up, and Doctor Strange is like, Peter, I have to do the original spell where everyone forgets that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And Peter says, okay. He says his goodbyes to Zendaya, to MJ, because she's going to forget about him now. He says his goodbyes to Ned. Doctor Strange does the spell. Now nobody in the world knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man, but the multiverse is closed. Everyone's back in their worlds. But now Peter is truly well and good alone. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody even knows who he is. Everybody forgets Peter Parker exists. So he is now Spider-Man still in his world, but he has to start completely from scratch, meeting people, talking to people, everything. His whole social life rewritten. That is where the movie ends. That is the movie that precedes the movie we're seeing tomorrow. So we are rejoining Spider-Man where he has no friends. All he has is fighting crime. That's all he is. No bitches.
That's crazy.
Is there anything else relevant? Avengers Doomsday is coming out in December. That's the next big Avengers movie. Hang on. They are trying to incorporate members of the X-Men into that movie, so that probably there will be some X-Men in this film. You don't need to know. I'm sure they'll introduce them. Is there anything else? Thunderbolts. Loki is important. Need Punisher is important. Punisher is played by John Barenthal. The Punisher, the way I described it to my chat earlier when they said you need to know the Punisher, I said the Punisher is if a guy on Truth Social woke up. Basically, I think he either was a cop or he was wronged by the cops or something. His family was killed. He was a Marine. Okay. His family was killed, and he swears vengeance against the people that killed his family. And unlike most people in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel comic books, the Punisher straight up kills people. He will kill anyone that is bad.
Does he look like a skull?
Yes, if you've ever seen an alt-right or a right-wing nut job with a skull on their truck,
that is what I'm thinking of.
That is the Punisher emblem. The thing is, people in the right don't understand the Punisher. It's so ironic.
That is classic.
They think the bumper sticker is, yeah, this guy's a cop who kills bad people. In reality, the Punisher is a vigilante who will kill anyone, including police. In fact, he frequently goes against the police.
Can I see a picture of him?
The Punisher is a...
That's him?
Yes.
That's the one we're going to see?
Yes. The Punisher is low-key a villain, low-key an anti-hero in Spider-Man's New York in every iteration. Okay. So Spider-Man and the Punisher frequently are at odds because they have similar goals of fighting crime, but the Punisher's like, I'll just kill bad people and the cops who step in my way. And Spider-Man is like, maybe we don't kill anyone. So that's the Punisher.
He's in Spider-Man?
He had his own Netflix miniseries with no superheroes in it where he's just fighting crime, but evidently he is in this film.
This really does feel like Kingdom Hearts, where they're like, all right, play the game and then play the mobile game and then play the fucking...
It's all a cash grab. It's all a cash grab.
Kingdom Hearts right now.
The Thunderbolts, if you need to know them, are basically just like a group of misfit Avengers who are working together to fight crime, who are from a few different movies and TV shows who kind of don't work together well. But because the Avengers are sort of broken up now because many of them moved on, the Thunderbolts are sort of...
Moved on! What does that mean?
Captain America stayed in the 50s and became old. Thor had to go do his own thing. Iron Man is dead. For reasons we're not even going to get into, Scarlett Johansson's character is dead.
Dead?
Yes. She sacrificed herself to get the Soul Stone. We will watch Avengers Endgame one day. It is a genuinely good movie.
Okay. Hawkeye's in this?
Hawkeye's alive, but I
didn't know he was an Avenger. Is he?
Yes. Oh. I think the only really important stuff you need to know is that Spider-Man and his friends got snapped. They are back. Then everyone found out who Spider-Man was, and he did this spell to reverse that, but now no one knows who Spider-Man is. I think those are the big, actually relevant things, but I just thought it was important to understand the Infinity Stone saga, the Infinity Saga as it's called, to find out why everyone was snapped away, then why everyone was brought back, and why we're in the situation we're in. That is the post-Iron Man state of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is all in prep for Avengers Doomsday in December, which will be the next big Avengers movie where everyone gets back together for a common threat. The common threat being Victor Doom, who is the main villain of the Fantastic Four, which are the people that we saw. That movie with Vanessa Kirby and Pedro Pascal.
Did we see Victor Doom?
No, he's not in that movie except in the post-credit scene when he steals their baby.
Okay. I had a question.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it.
Yes, unfortunately, Tony Stark's actor, Robert Downey Jr., is back playing Victor Doom this time. I think it's going to be some big thing where everyone's like, Iron Man? He's like, no. Because it's like multiverse and he's from a different
What the
universe.
hell
Yeah,
are they doing?
It's dumb. Also, Captain America is low-key back in Avengers Doomsday, even though they did this whole big, nice ending for him. He's back. The movie's probably going to suck.
This is the new Avengers?
Yeah, that'll be in December. But I think this Spider-Man movie's supposed to be good, and Spider-Man is always more grounded. He's my favorite hero. He's been my favorite hero since before the movies even existed. I fucking love Spider-Man. I think the comics are so good. Spider-Man is so fun. His ability is fun. His friends are fun. His villains are fun. Spider-Man, the GOAT.
The reason why I just could never get into this was because there's just so many. And also, I had an ex-boyfriend who was like super into it, and I think that made me just be like,
Robert Downey Jr. did not crash hard. He was in Oppenheimer. He got nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars for Oppenheimer.
Didn't he win that
I think he won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar, for Oppenheimer. I don't think his career has crashed and burned, Joseph. Joseph. I think that's everything you need to know. It's not everything, but like the important shit ahead of Spider-Man.
Imagine at the end of the Mario Galaxy movie, they were like, and Yoshi
will return.
That'd be awesome.
I couldn't believe that at the post-credit scene of the Super Mario movie, they teased Yoshi. I'm like, yeah.
I would hope so.
That's the other guy from Mario. I don't know who else you would have. Okay. Do you know Robert Downey Jr., one of his first big acting gigs was on SNL? He was on Saturday Night Live for like a season, and then he burned out. He was also on, I think he was in the original, was he in the original 21 Jump Street? Maybe. Anyway. Any questions?
Basically, all I need to know going into this tomorrow is that nobody knows him.
Nobody even knows who Peter Parker is. Forget Spider-Man. Nobody knows Peter Parker. He has no friends, no bitches, no parents. The Avengers don't know who he is. Like, the other members of the Avengers have now forgotten him.
What happened to, like, what happens to his apartment?
He got a new apartment.
But if you got okay, so he still has his license.
Well, he was living with his aunt, and then he got a small, shitty studio apartment in Midtown Manhattan by himself.
Damn, Midtown Manhattan?
Living in Hell's Kitchen or Times Square is not desirable.
Still, I feel like that's gotta be...
Yeah, there's some ambiguity of, like, does he have his government ID? Does his social security still exist?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, but, like, who cares?
Me!
Okay. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Yippee. I wish I didn't know all this. I wish instead I knew the names of people I met recently, but instead I have this. That was without, literally, I have not seen a Marvel movie since Fantastic Four, and I have not looked anything up. And as opposed to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Naruto versions of this, I know everything I said is probably right. That's how much brain rot.
It'd be like that. I wish I could do this for you, but I don't think I'm passionate about anything.
That's what a sad
like I don't think I know anything well enough to like
what a sad thing to say.
Like I don't know if I like could do anything. I don't know if I could do Hell Yeah Depression. I don't know if I could do it. I like is there anything I know?
I think part of the reason for that, Arlie, and first of all, yes, and I'll tell you what it is in a second, but I think part of the reason for that is that young girls and young women are categorically shunned from fandom. So like superheroes, anime, manga, TV shows, comic books, the things I have encyclopedic knowledges of are marketed towards young boys. They are not marketed towards young girls, and young girls are in fact often shunned for even caring about it. So I think you were never given the opportunity. The problem is you would know it for a lot of game series, but we've played a lot of the same games.
Yeah, I was
like
about to
Pokemon. would be a good one, but unfortunately that are both of us.
Yeah.
But one thing you do have that I know nothing about is Taylor Swift's entire history.
This is true. I'm not really the biggest fan of her nowadays, but
But you know everything about her past,
yeah.
and I don't.
Yeah, I have not listened to her last 2 albums. I'll be so real here, y'all.
Yeah, but like everything up till like everything before Taylor's version, you have all the lore.
Maybe.
Not maybe. Because
I could probably do musical theater. Yeah, that's probably something I feel more confident with.
musical theater, spy history, right?
I did study espionage in college.
I don't know musical theater. I know the shows I've been in, and that's it.
I'm about to go on a ramble about why Natasha Pierre in The Great Comet of 1812 deserved the Tony Award over Dear Evan Hansen. That bullshit was crazy.
I have seen Dear Evan Hansen.
I saw it with the original cast on Broadway, and it was so mid.
Remember when they made a movie and he pretended to be a teenager? Anyway, VOD Sickos, thanks for watching. And people here on the stream, if you're not already following Arlie, please do so.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah.